I saw it. A reflection in camera 7, where there shouldn't have been one. Not ever. It was just a flicker. A brief, wrong presence. It's Adam. Night shift at ST. Verick's. I need to write down what happened before I convince myself it didn't. This building, it's old. Always a low hum of ancient machinery. A faint ozone smell. Tonight, it felt heavier. I rewound the feed on camera 7, frame by frame. Nothing, just an empty hallway. My eyes must have played tricks, I figured. Too much caffeine, too little sleep. The usual. I didn't know then. The worst was still coming. My routine continued, checking doors, logging reports. But a tiny sliver of my attention kept drifting to camera 7. That specific empty hallway. It felt watched. Around 2 a.m., I saw it again, clearer this time, in a reflection of the highly polished floor just beneath the fire extinguisher cabinet. A faint shadow, like a person standing there. But the camera feed itself showed nothing. I tried to rationalize it. A smudge on the lens, maybe, or a trick of the light from a passing car's headlights, bouncing off a window somewhere. The hospital is old, the wiring is old. Interference. It had to be. My logical explanations fell apart. Every single one. The smudge theory didn't hold when the image was so defined. No passing cars could cast that specific shadow. It was always in that same spot. 3 a.m., the deepest part of the night. St. Verick's felt like a tomb. I was the only soul awake, the only one watching. Who would I even tell? Hey, there's a ghost in the reflection of an empty hallway. They'd laugh. Then a sound, so faint, I almost missed it over the building's low hum. A faint scrape, like something dragging. I checked the audio feed for camera 7. Nothing, but I heard it. A soft rhythmic drag, coming from that hallway. I knew I had to check. It was part of the job. So I grabbed my flashlight, my breath shallow. The hallway was exactly as the camera showed it. Empty, silent. Nothing dragged across that polished floor. Nothing. Back at my desk, I picked up the small wooden bird carving. Sarah gave it to me. She used to say I needed something to remind me of the quiet beauty in the world, even in a place like St. Verick's. Now it just felt heavy in my hand, like a memory given form. I watched camera 7 again, and there it was. Not a shadow this time, a figure. A shimmering, translucent outline of a person standing perfectly still in the reflection. It had form. It had presence, and it was looking directly at the camera. I tore my eyes away, took a deep breath, stood up, maybe a walk. A physical check of the 4th floor would clear my head. It usually did. Locking those doors, feeling the solid metal. A reminder of what was real. But as I walked back, passing camera 7's actual location, I saw it. The hallway was empty. But in the polished surface of the fire extinguisher cabinet, I caught a glimpse. A reflection. It was standing right there, staring out. And then it moved. My heart hammered. I ran. Not a full sprint, but a fast, desperate walk back to the security booth. I didn't look back. I couldn't. I just needed to get behind the monitors, where I could see everything, even if it was just reflections. I had a choice, call it in, risk my job, my sanity, or stay. Try to understand. I chose the latter. I scrolled through every camera feed, my eyes darting, looking for any other reflection that didn't belong. The hum of the building seemed to pulse. I found on camera 3 in the cafeteria the polished chrome of a coffee machine, a fleeting glimpse of the figure, and then again in the glass of an empty vending machine. It wasn't just camera 7, it was any reflective surface, and it was always looking at me. I saw it next in a glass of my own thermos. The chipped ceramic, usually a comfort, now held a terrifying reflection. It was right there, in my hand. Its indistinct face was pressed against the glass, looking out, looking at me. I knew what I had to do. It was a terrible risk. I had to face it, not just on a screen, but directly. I grabbed my flashlight, headed for camera 7's hallway. The doors on the 4th floor still silently ajar in my mind. This was my fight now. I stood before the fire extinguisher cabinet. The hallway was empty, but in the polished glass of the cabinet, the figure stood. And this time, it was clear, too clear. It was me. My face, my clothes, but twisted, distorted, and then I saw it was dragging. I stumbled back, dropping the flashlight. It reflected me. It lunged. Not physically, but its distorted face lunged forward in the glass, its mouth open in a silent scream. I turned, ran blindly, out of the hallway, out of sight of any reflections. I locked myself back in the booth. The monitors glowed, showing only empty hallways. But I knew. It wasn't just a reflection of what wasn't there. It was a reflection of what I wouldn't let go. My grief, dragging Sarah's memory, piece by piece, into the darkness. I'll be back tomorrow night. I always am. If this one kept you up, a like, a subscribe, and I'll bring you another tomorrow night.